Disclaimer, if you are triggered by divination, astrology, tarot, and worldly discussions, this channel is not for you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Wisdom and Light here, and I am back with another trending topic reading. It's been a while since we got into some mess. So here we are. I have to talk about the Bambi, Scrappy, Erica Dixon's daughter. This is a love and hip hop Atlanta type of thing. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then if you want to be here for the vibes, thank you. If you want to be here just to sip slow and listen, cool. But if you know where this is going, okay. So I have my tarot cards right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be fair, right? I'm going to be fair and objective and look at everyone's point of view. Okay. All right. Disclaimer, this is just a reading using tarot, astrology, and divination and intuition. You do not have to believe in anything that I am saying. This is for entertainment purposes only, as the disclaimer says in the beginning of this reading. So if you think this is all bullshit, it's okay. Go. It's okay. Go. Shoot. Go. Get out. But if you just want to see my interpretation of it, then keep watching. Thank you. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me. Please, it lets other people join the family so they can kiki with us too. Thank you. And thank you for everyone that does give my videos a thumbs up. It really means a lot. It really helps. This is a little small thank you. Thank you. Thumbs it up if you love these type of readings. When was the last time we got into some? Alrighty. So I want to look into, I'm being guided to focus on Bambi first. Okay, so let's start with Bambi. 8 of Pentacles. Okay, 8 of Pentacles is here for Bambi. Justice. This is Bambi's point of view. This is Bambi's point of view. 8 of Pentacles, Justice, the Lovers, and then the Tower. 8 of Wands. From Brandy's point of view, she feels that she worked really hard to keep this marriage together. She felt that she worked really hard to even get to a point where she was married and in love and happy. But there's a vibe here of her always feeling like she has to work 10 times harder than most to blend in with the family, to fit in. So in her point of view, marriage life was always her feeling like she has to prove herself and she has to fill in the shoes of, well, someone that was with Scrappy before her, right? Yeah. Hence why the 8 of Pentacles is here. Makes sense. And it's in a past position, so this is how she felt before. This was Bambi in her mind, her feeling like, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm doing the best that I can. I'm keeping my head below the ground. I'm not speaking my mind about it. I'm doing the best that I can. Okay. Then we have Justice, and then we have the Lovers as well. So again, this is talking more so about her marriage and her working hard towards keeping the balance within her marriage. However, it started to deteriorate, especially with the Tower. And Bambi sees it as, where is this coming from? So her energy is, I've been working really, really hard. I put a lot of effort into this marriage. I put a lot of love into it in the way that I know how. So why are you upset? Why is this going left? What did I do wrong? That's her standpoint. And 8 of Wands is like, as quickly as we got together and we made a family, was as quickly as everything started falling apart with the 8 of Wands. Now I'm hearing all of this information. Bambi received information. She received, yeah, Knight of Pentacles. And it came to her very slowly, but it came to her at the right time. And whatever that it was big enough for her to feel like, okay, you know what, I'm just going to leave this behind. So her and Scrappy have been having trust issues for quite some time based on this reading. And what's weird is, well, I don't want to say it's weird because there's couples that do this. They tried to make it work. They tried. However, the Ten of Pentacles can speak about ancestry, and to me, I see it as abundance within a family, or it's like masculine energy of abundance. She doesn't feel that Scrappy takes control of his family, being the women, the high, strong women in his family, including his daughter now, child. She just threw herself into the pot. But yes, she feels like you don't stand up for me. You just let this happen. That's why the Ten of Pentacles is reversed. Now, there's a saying that goes, nobody wins when the family feuds. And this is more of a universal message from the divine, speaking about how this won't really improve. It will actually get worse if they continue to stay within this. But Brandy wants, why do I keep saying Brandy? But Bambi wants Scrappy to stand up to his family, and she feels like he doesn't do that, so she always feels like it's her against everybody. Okay, but Bambi, wasn't it like that before? Because even sometimes when Scrappy and Bambi would get into it, and the talks goes into about Erica, or goes into it with Mama D, he does in a way try to be peacemaker rather than really standing behind her and being like, yeah, what they did was fucked up. Now, I believe in the beginning, Scrappy was very, I'm gonna stand by Bambi. Why? Because Erica left him. That's humiliating. That man proposed to her on national television. And here's the thing, scripted or not, the drama, I am seeing here that the drama is real. Now, are they amplifying it because Love and Hip Hop is coming back? Yes, but the drama is here. It's real drama. It is. It's unfortunate that this is happening, but I don't believe that this part is a storyline. But I do believe that people could be doing more than necessary because there could be cameras around and stuff like that. I'm not saying everybody's doing this, but there's certain people in question that's like, you know what, well, I need a storyline, and these are issues that I have. That's what I'm gathering here. But Bambi does feel like Scrappy does not defend her. So she feels Eight of Swords trapped, like I'm never going to be understood. And there's definitely something going on with her being the victim in the situation. Like she kind of falls into, oh my God, I don't have support. Nobody loves me. So she feels like she's the victim. And I'm not even trying to say that to like throw that at her, but she feels like she's the victim and everyone is coming at her and being mean to her. Remember, guys, I'm reading from Bambi's point of view. I'm gonna get into everybody, okay? I have not done a reading like this in a minute, but there is a woe is me tone in this reading. And whenever I see woe is me tones in a reading, in personal readings, the person in question is not taking accountability about something. Because here's the thing, when you do a reading and you can feel that someone was slighted and wrong and they really didn't do anything wrong, you're not gonna get a woe is me energy in the reading. You're gonna get a, damn, I'm sorry that happened to you, okay? Something about her reading is woe is me. There's a lot of complaining in her reading. Now, are the things she's complaining about valid? Yeah, I can understand if you feel like your person is not standing up for you. That's never a comfortable feeling. Don't want to dismiss her with that. That's never a comfortable feeling to go through. However, there's something here with, there were signs of that, or you've seen this with other people, so don't ever think that it would be different with you. Because I don't know, when you see certain behavioral patterns, when you see it and it's in your face, and this is how they're acting with their family and their last partner, there's a high chance that they might be the same way with you. Can people change? Can they improve upon themselves? Yes, but it just feels to me, in my honest opinion, Scrappy and Bambi got together too fast. It just feels very convenient to me. It doesn't feel like boy meets girl, or I saw her from across the room and it was like, oh my goodness. It just feels like they fell into it and it just happened quickly. And because Scrappy was hurt about losing the engagement with Erica, and Erica was hurt about everything that happened between them, they started being very venomous towards each other, Scrappy and Erica, unfortunately, because Scrappy's hurt, Erica is hurt. They're hurt for their own reasons. And, you know, under hurt is, how could you let this happen? I cared about you, you cared about me. That's not just coming from out of nowhere. Like, these were two people that really loved each other. So for it to turn around, and for all of you that do have children with a man that you once loved and it was so close and then everything just kind of fell apart and you guys are still not on good terms but still trying to do your best, it's painful because at one point it wasn't like that and now it is. And that's the vibe that I get with Scrappy and Erica, and they just could not repair it. Erica, she has her temper, and she handled things in the way that she did, being very vocal, being very expressive about how it was hurting her. And Scrappy also being very hot-headed. So it was a lot of fire here, a lot of fire. There was not enough water here to kind of simmer down the flames. But they were much younger. They're now older now, but there's still resentment here. So then Bambi just kind of falls into it. Like, they didn't even heal from that, but they're doing their best to move forward because they have a child and they're doing the best that they can. So then Bambi comes in the middle of all of that, and life happens. They fell into it. It was comfortable. It was healing for Scrappy. Like, I can just fall into this love, and she's feeling that in return. But I believe it happened a little too fast. I believe Scrappy should have stayed single for a little bit longer, because I think he was single, but I think he should have stayed single for a little bit longer to just kind of process everything. But yeah, Bambi is giving me major woe is me. They're all attacking me, this, that, and the third. Now, I do recall, I'm not sure if Bambi was dealing with Scrappy while Scrappy was still figuring things out with Erica. I don't know I do not remember the dynamics of that, but I do know that Erica and Bambi do not get along. And Bambi has always given me this energy of, I need to have one up on Erica. I need to show her that I'm in charge now, and you're not the only one anymore. I always got that vibe from her. If y'all didn't get that vibe from her and your team Bambi, it's okay. But I always got that vibe from her. And I always got the vibe from Erica that she's just holding it together and they just don't like each other. They just don't like each other. Because I believe that Bambi came in when they were still grieving each other. So there's just this, yeah. I still can't get over the fact that Bambi was in the jacuzzi with Benzino. Like, child, girl. Whew. Anyways, so that's Bambi's point of view. Let's look at Erica Dixon. Then we're gonna look at Emani. She says she's 18 now, so we could talk about it. Still gonna be very tactful because she's still very young, but we're gonna talk about it. Erica, King of Wands, Six of Swords, the Hermit, and then the Page of Swords. So Erica feels like this is very petty. She feels like if you got married to him and you guys have kids and you guys had this picture perfect life, why are you so worried about me? You won him, you got him, you're good. Why are you on me? Because I got the King of Wands, which represents Scrappy in this reading, and then I got also the Six of Swords. So this is Erica saying I had to move forward from this. And when the breakup happened, I do believe that she took it very hard. This is talking about how she had to disconnect and disappear and reinvent herself and rebuild. So her whole thing is, I'm doing my best to heal from everything that has happened. You want him, you got him, that's great. But all of this time while you were with him and being married to him and everything like that, and it is what it is, I had to come back to myself and find my way back to me. And what am I going to do next now that I no longer want to be a part of that anymore? And that's what she did. I believe she started up a business, and she was just, from what I gathered energetically, even in this reading, just keeping her head below the ground, because the Hermit reverse, this is definitely someone that kind of hid away from the lights and the glitz and the glam and everything like that. So to see her back in all of that, she must have obviously agreed. Maybe it is for the show, but just standing up for her child, so I get it. So her whole thing is leave me alone. Like, if you notice Erica's energy, she's looking down at what she's focusing on, meaning her children, the well-being of her family, and her business. She's not focused on this as deeply as Bambi is. I actually don't feel a lot of emotion coming from Erica here. Erica is more so like, okay, but if you come for my child, then I'm gonna have to address you. But for the most part, I'm not that invested in going back and forth with you. Like, that's her energy. That's her vibe. Now, Bambi releasing those reports and things of that sort, that rhymed. I want to see, how did Erica feel about that? And Bambi recording that conversation with Scrappy, that was, I don't have any respect for people that do that, because obviously you're going to be on your best behavior if you're recording someone and they're not aware that you're recording them. You're going to not act a fool because you're being recorded. It's like you're setting them up, and it's just really sneaky. Like, why did you feel that you needed to do that in your marriage? It feels really weird. So again, it's coming back to what I was saying in this reading of Bambi feeling like she had to fill in the shoes of Erica or have one up on her. And if you feel that way about a woman's presence, I don't know. Like, don't you think that's a bit much? Like, this is how you feel about the mother of his first child? Like, you have this much, but what if? You know what I mean? Like, if your intuition is telling you that there's a what if that they can reconcile, there's a what if that they'll always care for each other, you're taking a risk in dealing with a man that you feel is maybe still, even though we're not together, I'm always going to defend you. And I just feel like she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that shit. And her releasing the paperwork, you would think it would make Erica look bad, but it just makes her look like, damn, you were building a case on him the whole time. So did you really trust him? Did you trust the situation? I wouldn't want to walk into a marriage needing receipts just in case. I would want to walk in it because I love him, he loves me, and this is the promise that we made before God. I don't need to keep receipts on your ex. That's a bit much, right? In my opinion. Five of Swords, King of Pentacles reverse. Okay, now Scrappy's showing up in this reading. So I feel that Scrappy wants to say something, but I feel that he doesn't want to address it, because if he addresses it, then it's just gonna go left completely, because he's more straight to the point with his words, and I feel that he's more raw with what he has to say, and it might come off wrong. So this is kind of like a heads up for him to just not respond to any of this just yet. Let them figure that out, and you just work on it behind the scenes. I don't feel like he needs an audience. It actually gives him anxiety to do that. Erica had the mindset of, I'm not trying to deal with this or go back and forth with you. I'm defending my child because you felt that she was being disrespectful, and I don't believe that she was, and you didn't have to. You should have addressed me. Like, that's her energy. You should have spoke to me about it, not go on social media and make it a whole thing. Like, you addressing her like she's your equal when she's your stepdaughter. Well, not equal, because oh, she's your equal, but y'all get what I mean. Like, you're supposed to be her stepmom, right? If you need to address her, do it between you and her. And we didn't have to know about it. You didn't have to insert us in the chat. Because you see, because you inserted us in the chat, here we are doing this reading. You see how that works? Here we are talking about it. You see? So I can understand why Erica is upset. Because it's like, okay, if that's how you felt, you should have came to me about it. But she's not going to do that because they don't like each other. And she's also not getting along with Scrappy. It's a mess. Like, everybody's fighting in every different angle. Erica doesn't like there were parts of the live that she did not like about Emani. She loves her daughter. She's going to defend her daughter, obviously. But it's like, damn, you didn't have to say this or you didn't have to say that. Like, let's still remain classy in the situation. That's more of Erica's point of view regarding it. But they're still going to defend each other. I don't feel like she's angry. It's just more so like, hey, next time, let's handle things better. We can't let people like that get the best of us. Like, let me handle it. That's just her coming from a mother standpoint. And they'll figure that out on their own. And this is actually like the point of no return for Erica. I don't like it. It's all right. It just brought up a lot of bad memories that Erica did not want to deal with, because I feel that she was doing her best to make peace with the situation, but it just kind of brought it all back up to the surface again. So they're gonna heal from it. She's gonna move past it, and that's that. I don't see Erica responding. I don't see her responding any more than she has already. Let's look at Emani. Was everything that Emani said regarding Bambi true, regarding how she takes care of the children, lying about her age? I almost flew off my chair. What do you mean you're lying about your age? All right, so Four of Wands is the home environment. Seven of Wands reverse. The moon is here, the sun. Based on these cards, the sun shines a light on the truth. The sun is going to shine a light on what the moon is trying to conceal. Because whenever you see the moon out, the moon has a glow, but it's not shining a light on things. So when the moon is glowing on something, you can't really see exactly what it is, but you can try to say, oh, that's just a flower, that's just this, that's just that, because the moon's light is not as bright as the sun. Therefore, things are left to be interpreted differently depending on who's looking at it. So the moon can create illusions, okay? It can. It can talk about the subconscious, or it can talk about the things that are hidden, the things that happen in the dark. You know, when the full moon is out, the werewolves, the vampires, they come out. It's a secret, it's hidden. It's hidden from the human world. Yeah, where I'm going with this, that's the moon's energy. But the sun is the first card that popped up in this reading, and is shining a light on things that are being hidden. Then you have the Seven of Wands reverse. Again, competition, arguing, fighting, because Seven of Wands is someone trying to take your spot. Seven of Wands is someone trying to compete with you, but in a way where it's like, this is for me, it's not for you. And it only happens when you're doing well for yourself, when you're rising up. You have to kind of deal with people kind of trying to throw stuff at you spiritually, or trying to slow you down so they can get ahead of you. That's really what the Seven of Wands is, but it talks about needing to understand why it's happening, because you are leveling up and you are evolving, and word about your success is spreading far and wide, and you have people that don't want you to surpass them. All right, that's also reversed. And then we have the Four of Wands, which can speak about celebration, but it can also speak about the home, and it can speak about like your living environment and celebration and things of that sort. It's shining a light on things that were happening in the home. So she technically was speaking from her truth. The fact that I'm getting this combination in her reading, and she felt very passionate about exposing the dysfunction, exposing, this is what you said about me, this is how you feel about my mom, this is how you feel about my dad, you're someone that's like this. This was her exposing what she felt needed to be exposed. I don't feel that she feels bad about it, by the way. I'm not feeling any remorse. Like, even if her parents are telling her there's a way to handle it, because I do see her parents actually talking to her with the Hierophant, the Star, and the Wheel of Fortune, she felt that she did what she had to do. I don't feel any remorse in this reading. She said what she said. She meant what she meant. I don't see her changing her mind. That's what it's looking like. I feel that she's listening to her parents and she's taking in their advice, but she has no regrets based on what I'm seeing in this reading, from what I'm picking up energetically, allegedly, all that good stuff. Okay, it's a reading. This is what the cards are saying and what I'm seeing, because, you know, intuition, we're speaking about it. So now, people were asking me, is Scrappy still in love with Erica? I mean, to me, it's quite obvious, but when a ship has sailed and when a lot of pain has happened, sometimes maybe it's hard to kind of get back to that space. Like, too much time has passed. We became different people. But that was wild that he tried to get the kids taken away. Like, it's gotten really dark. And just, again, seeing that combination of the sun, the moon, the Seven of Wands reversed, and then the Four of Wands, everything's getting exposed, and this is terrible. This is terrible. Now show me the divorce between Bambi and Scrappy. It's gonna be a messy one, unfortunately. We're gonna hear more about this, by the way. This isn't done. This is going to be a messy divorce. Look at this, Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands. She's gonna try to expose him for infidelity. Bambi's going to work on getting people to be on her side. So she's gonna amp up this is why I'm acting the way that I'm acting. You guys are just on Team Erica's side, but nobody's on my side. She's gonna vent about that. Now, there are people that are on her side. There are people that are on her side, but she wants more people to be on her side. So you guys are gonna see her really talking about her feelings and expressing herself and saying how she's being misunderstood and it's not fair and just all of the stuff. And this is what I'm going through. He didn't save his family. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're gonna be hearing all of that. Well, I'm not, but actually I am, because if I see the post, then I'm hearing about it and I'm reading it. But if you care to look for it, you're going to be seeing it soon from her. This is going to be a messy divorce. It's gonna get a little bit more childish before it gets better. There's just something about this reading that speaks about justice and be careful on how you treat people. Because Scrappy and Bambi felt like they were on top of the world, and I don't know. There's just something about this reading of be careful on how you treat people. The grass is not always greener on the other side. But at the same time, everything happens for a reason, right? They were supposed to have this experience. They were supposed to go through what they're going through now, to come through whatever conclusion that they have to get into. But yeah, Emani went off. She even went as far. See, this is going to be a messy ass divorce. This is going to be a messy divorce. Ew. Oh, Scrap. This is going to be a very stressful time for him. King of Pentacles reversed. She's going to try to take money. This is Queen of Pentacles. And Erica's coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. You know, I don't know let me see what Bambi's motive was, because all this is doing is making them be more tight as a unit and really isolating Bambi. Whatever she thought she was going to get out of this, the opposite is happening. Because the Queen of Pentacles is upright. So she's offering advice or help, or there's some form of exchange, some form of yes, they're going to make up as a family, right? Scrappy, Erica, Mama D, Emani, they're going to make amends. Maybe not right now, but down the line, like, yeah. I don't even feel like there's any like beef. It's just more so of, You're very miserable, and there's no point in being mad at you because look how miserable you are. That's kind of Erica's point of view. So I just feel like there's no point in me really having any hate. I'm just gonna forgive. And it's like, you know what? I'm gonna forgive. And I'm sorry for saying this, and I'm sorry for saying that, and I'm sorry for hitting below the belt, and I'm sorry for. So there's gonna be all of that. And all of this is going to happen because of Bambi thinking that if she makes this move, it's going to expose Erica and give sympathy for Bambi. It backfired. It backfired terribly. I really feel that she thought she was going to get a different reaction. Now, there's people that, you know, that support her, so they understand where she's coming from. It's like, oh, what the daughter did was passive aggressive, this, that, and the third. Even if it was, right? My whole thing is you're her stepmom. You going head to head with her like she's some girl on the internet that you're beefing with is insane. She's your stepdaughter. So you have to be the elder in the situation and address her and talk to her without us having to be in it. Because if that's how you're moving by your stepdaughter, then were you really being a stepmother to her, like a good stepmother to her? Because that would be, that's you. This could have been discussed, but because they're all fighting and Bambi has been feeling like she's all alone and being misunderstood, she felt the need to fight back. That's why she didn't react like a stepmother. So the internet is coming down on her because we're seeing that. Now, there's some people that feel like Emani crossed the line. There's some people that feel like Emani didn't cross the line. Personally, when I saw it, I didn't see the disrespect from, I didn't feel it from her, but I can understand how it can come off. So I can see both angles here, but I just feel that Bambi could have handled it a little bit better. Just a little bit. Just a little bit better. With there's because it's gonna come back to her. You're gonna be held accountable for, it's like, really, girl? Like, no. And that's just gonna create more drama. You don't get along with her mother. It's crazy. Show me Mama D. The Chariot reverse, the Tower, the Three of Wands. She feels like things will move forward as it needs to. The Four of Cups. Bambi's going to be reacting and popping off more. So there's more to come with this. This isn't over because Bambi feels like I'm getting my lick back. You guys are trying to gaslight me. You guys are trying to make it seem like I'm this crazy person. I'm going to defend myself. Yeah. So I guess this is to be continued, guys. Yeah. Anyways, what do you guys think of all of this? This was a mess. My opinion is, well, I guess I shared my opinion throughout the reading, right? I probably did, but everybody in their own way. Erica not really, but everybody is wrong. Everybody plays a role here. But how we overcome it and move forward and how we address it is what matters. I believe Erica handled it beautifully because she could have really went left with that. I think how she handled it was, hey, that's my child, back off. It could have been worse because I used to watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta back in the day. Erica was nothing to play with. So again, this really could have went left, but it stayed where it needed to stay at. Cool. We just know how all of them got tempers. This could have really been like an even bigger thing than it had to. So I'm happy that it didn't escalate into anything like crazy, but there's a way to handle it, and I feel that they will resolve it. They'll figure it out. Bambi needs to heal and just get this divorce. Scrappy needs to heal and get this divorce. Erica needs to just enjoy that she's getting the last laugh and also move forward and heal with her family as she's been doing. Cool. and this too shall pass. It will. However, do I feel that Bambi is not done? Bambi's not done. So we will more than likely be seeing more of this. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. That's my opinion on it. I just, you know, and plus Bambi recording Scrappy, that was very, I don't have respect for that. So that wasn't cool. But I would love to hear your input, guys. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll chat later. Bye, guys.